In April, the Korean Basketball League decided to expand its Asian Player Quota system to include players from the Philippines. Previously, the system was limited to Japanese players only. Since then, teams have been quick to sign new players from the Philippines, and one player we'll be seeing on the courts during the upcoming season is forward Justin Gutang of the LG Sakers, who's known for his great ability to score and rebound. To hear more about his journey to the KBL, his goals and what we can expect from him as well, we welcome Mr. Gutang for Touch Base and Seoul today via video call. Hello, and thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you again for having me.
Yes, so well, Mr. Gutang, first let me say welcome to Korea. How have you found your time in Korea so far?
It's been quite lovely. Everyone here is so nice and so caring, and all open with welcome arms. So everything's been great so far.
Had you been to Korea before your arrival here?
This has been my first time, so to be able to experience this is a blessing for sure.
Sure, well, it's wonderful to have you here in Korea. I'm sure Korean basketball fans are curious to see you on the court. For our listeners, could you briefly tell us about your basketball career before coming to South Korea?
So I played 2 years of college basketball in the States before transferring over to the Philippines to play college, the rest of my basketball career in college over there. And then after COVID hit, I decided to forego my last year in college to play in a couple pro leagues in the Philippines, such as MPBL or Filbasket. And that's kind of how I started my professional career. And then now I got recruited by LG Sakers after my Filbasket season. And now I'm here, South Korea.
And I understand you won some MVP awards as well in the Philippines.
Yes, I won my MVP award my first season in Filbasket. And I have a lot of thanks to Jai Reyes for the opportunity.
So it seems you had been building a successful career in the Philippines. What made you want to come to Korea then?
Well, I obviously pay attention to other Asian basketball leagues such as Japan B League or KBL, and I've gotten offers from B League as well, and I chose Korea just because I felt like the competition here was higher and I could develop into the next level as a player here.
So you had been following the KBL quite closely from the Philippines then?
Yes, yes.
And did you think, what was your impression of the league?
It's very different. The play style here is very different than in the Philippines. It's a lot more systematic. Everything's much more at a much more faster pace. So to be able to experience this play style and learn from it, just take in everything I can.
When you say systematic, what do you mean by that?
There's a lot of set plays, a lot of timing, and nothing nothing really is much of freestyle basketball. It's more of a system within the coach. So, and that's a play style of basketball that I like as well, and I feel I could fit into that program.
So the styles are quite different. It's a different game in the Philippines than in Korea. You're confident you can adjust then?
I am confident I could adjust. I just have to give my all and have trust into the system and into the coaches.
And how does it compare to, you said you played college basketball in the US as well, right?
Yes. Yeah. College basketball in the U.S. is just everyone's much taller than me, more athletic, and I'd say just everyone is like gifted or skilled in the U.S. And over here, it's more of playing as a team. From what I learned, so everyone is, involved. Everyone's working together, and yeah, it's all very systematic.
So you're one of several players from the Philippines who have joined teams in the KBL for the upcoming season. I believe there are six or so far who have signed. What do you think the players from the Philippines can add to the KBL?
Um, I don't know if you're familiar with the word puso. It means heart, and that's what a lot of basketball players can bring or offer to the table. And I feel like that is the main thing that we'll be able to showcase in this upcoming KBL season.
Have you
Just a
spoke
lot of heart, energy, and just the will to not give up.
have you spoken to the other players who have come to Korea? What have they been saying?
I have not, unfortunately. I've been busy and I had a lot on my hands. I'm sure they do as well, with a bunch of paperwork and trying to get over here. It's been a process, but um, I believe I'm still the only one out here, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so I haven't been able to reach out to them or communicate with them as well.
Sure, I'm sure you'll get the opportunity once they do come. As you said, you're one of the first to come to Korea. You joined up with your team, the LG Sakers. How has it been so far? What's your impression of the team so far in the first few days?
I didn't think I would be able to gel with them so quickly. Everyone has the same goal. They're all so kind and welcoming. A bunch of them have tried their best to speak English and try to communicate with me. Obviously, the language barrier is a big factor here, but they've been taking me under their wing and showing me around, and for that, I'm just thankful.
What do you think it's about the team that's made you guys gel so well?
I think there's a lot of us, a lot of young guys. We're around the same age, and we pretty much have the same goals, just to bring back the winning culture at LG Sakers. And I think that's what makes us strong. And then just being together pretty much from morning till night is also a huge help with our chemistry and bonding.
And how has it been with the coaching staff? You talked about how there's a different style of play. Has the training been different? Have you felt that change already?
Yeah, the training is definitely different from what I've experienced in the Philippines. Here it's training from morning to afternoon and night, and then cycle repeats, and it's constant basketball every day. So, and that's what I enjoy. So, and then the coaches have been, doing their best to help me catch up, and they've been so patient with me.
So, what is it
Yeah.
that you've been working on the most for you personally?
For me personally, I've just been trying to, get ready to, you know, be in the shape that I want to be for KBL season, and just still learning the system or the offense that coach has been trying to instill for us. And that's pretty much just trying to get better as well and be able to offer what I can to the team.
I'm sure you'll adjust quickly. What do you think your strengths are that you can bring to the team? What can Korean fans look forward to on the court in the upcoming season?
I could provide highlights, exciting plays like dunks, or as well as energy, defense, pretty much everything. Whatever Coach Cho asks, I'll be able to deliver for him.
Sure, as he said, I'm sure the fans are going to be excited to see you play. Finally, the new season begins in October. What do you hope to achieve in the upcoming season?
Uh, like I said earlier, we all have that same goal of bringing back the winning culture here at LG Sakers. I know they haven't made it to the playoffs in the past 5 seasons, so we try to take it day by day. Uh, Obviously, we all want to win a championship, but for now, I think we're focusing on just trying to get better and stay together as a team.
Well, I hope you adjust quickly and hope you hope we make you feel welcome here in Korea as well, and we look forward to seeing you on the court soon. We'll leave it there. We were speaking to Justin Gutang of the LG Sakers. Thank you once again for your time today.
Thank you again for having me.